intricate than they are now.
All right, welcome everybody to round 15. We're about to watch a feature matchup between Edgar Flores and Luis Scott Vargas playing for the top 8 of Grand Prix Kansas City. Joining myself, Ray Punzline in the booth, we have Eric McCormick and V. Ben Sack. Hello, everybody out there.
It's probably possible just to... Edgar probably will make top 16 even if he loses this one.
And he's playing a green, white, black kind of pseudo-infect deck. His 3 white cards are like Arrest and Divine Offering, and I think the forecast Splicer.
Yeah, so that's a Nim Death Mantle on Edgar's side. For us,
so it looks like it's a mirror for infect match.
What's funny, Luis told BDM after BDM covered him is, I don't think I could win a match with his deck. His deck was all in on the 2/3 Infect Flyer and Piston Sledge, and I mean he's playing for top 8.
I see there's a Shriek Raptor in LSV's hand.
Well, these guys were sitting right next to each other when they were drafting as well. So you see them both in the same colors.
Who was on the right of who?
So it was...
Edgar was on the right
of the right of LSV.
Okay, so Flores has a... So there's a Apostle's Blessing in... yeah, this is going to be pretty devastating, actually. It's like... loses the Digester.
Digester there, yep.
And Digester did a lot of work when we saw LSV on camera earlier.
The Viridian Claw is really good, I think, in the Infect mirrors because I think first strike is just very good in Infect.
That's why that 2/1 first strike red Infect guy is just awesome.
That's right. No, for sure.
So Edgar first picked that Death Mantle in the 3rd pack.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel Death Mantle. I think in general it's overvalued. It's just a little bit slow, not like impossibly slow, just a little awkward.
Right,
no, it's got you can't block it actually. It's got Intimidate. It actually becomes black and is Intimidate. I know that because on Magic Online it changes color.
LSV is 6 poison. It looks like he obviously forgot about the color change effect.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have actually made that play the last turn. I'm not positive, but like it did not seem like he wanted to. Let's have a look here.
So Plague Mirror is going to get equipped with a Viridian first strike.
Is that a Rashad token?
It's a Rashad token off the Mirror Smith.
Okay, so he can probably chump and probably will chump with the Rashad token.
Oh, he can use oh yeah.
It's like 3/3, so and I don't think he wants to like open himself up to more kind of like poison. How many poison counters now? It's like 6?
Yep, I was sitting at 6 there. The little number on the right.
Oh yeah.
Looks like this may be the Arrest I saw in Edgar's hand coming into play.
So he second picked the Arrest?
He second picked the Arrest.
In that pack.
And he wasn't really strong in white to begin with. He just kind of picked it up. He had drafted a lot of mana fixing though, so just kind of went with that. Later on he picks up a Gold Mirror as well. So to make that splash a little bit easier. But LSV was solidly in white at that point, so it's really that Arrest came straight out of LSV's deck.
And now it's going to make a difference. I think LSV is really hurting for that 5th land. He has 2 Shriek Raptors in hand.
LSV's at 9 poison.
I think we could see...
it's not looking good.
I think so, yeah. The Sensor Splicer.
Yep, and so that's the 3rd white card that he was splashing for.
That seems like a weird card to splash.
He has 2 of the 7 mana that makes 2 Golem green guys.
So it looks like it's. I mean, it's solidly half. if he has that kind of, I don't know if he's playing the Mole Splicer.
All right,
yeah, he's playing both Mole Splicers.
Gaming Etc. One of our sponsors who brought us Jesus Live this weekend. is reminding you to always blame Kibler. Go to gamingetc.com to buy Blame Kibler monster binders, t-shirts, and all your Magic accessories and singles. Go join the Facebook group by going to tinyurl.com/blamekibler.
And can you save any money?
Of course you can save some money. All you gotta do is use our name, GG's Live, at the end of your purchase in the coupon code section, and you can save 10% off all your purchases there.
Okay, so LSV one game away from elimination from this Grand Prix. Edgar looking for his first Grand Prix top 8.
Yep.
Sporting
looks pretty focused
there. Sleeves there.
Edgar could taste it.
When's the next Star City event? Is it soon?
Edgar said in July he plans on going to 2 to 3 of them.
Okay, so
which is all of them. So,
I guess it's going to be a bit of a gap for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, there's the M12 release is coming up, and I don't think they.
Oh yeah.
Usually plan. I don't think Star City usually. I think they did once, but usually they avoid release weekends, as a lot of players, want to go to pre-release.
Yeah, no, that's fair. So I think who's going first? See if we can work.
I was betting that Luis is probably going first.
So this is a format that I've never seen a draft format where more people go draw. There's a lot of drawing happening.
It's pretty common to see it in sealed.
Yeah.
But in draft, it was really weird when you find out that it's the thing to do. LSV
only planes in hand. He also has a Breeding Corruptor in hand, so it's kind of he's pretty far off that. This mana's not looking so good. I don't think there's another land in his LSV's hand either. So
LSV,
it's like
two hands on his chin and
that does not look. LSV's not one to really kind of hide his emotions when he plays. If anything, he wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah, so our poison count should be at what? Yeah, there we go.
Got 1.
All right. And
3 poison. That's all right. Still planes though. But it's a Blinding Soul Eater, which is actually really good against the poison decks.
We'll give LSV time to draw green.
Why it's particularly good versus the poison decks is it doesn't have to tie up that white mana, and it doesn't hurt so much to basically pay the first amount of cost sometimes.
It's such a great tapper.
Yeah, no, it's probably one of the best tappers they've ever printed, really. LSV knows it. It doesn't matter if his tapper is 0-2. So
and a gold mirror.
Gold mirror splashing. Okay, so it might be Edgar who's going to get poisoned out this game. So Edgar goes to 6 poison.
It doesn't consider blocking there. There might have some plans, and
he could be in deep trouble here. Actually, it could actually be game if Edgar doesn't really have any, because I mean,
and LSV is tapping his white mana now on his upkeep.
Yeah, LSV does that because he realizes that.
Is there an Enslave in Edgar's deck?
Yeah, there is an Enslave in Edgar's deck.
Oh, that was a good tap then, because
he first picked it.
Because he actually has it in hand.
LSV saw that though. Why wouldn't you block this? You're going up to 6 poisons a lot, so I'll do something about this gold mirror.
Yeah. So it's. I mean, I think that Enslave is sitting in Edgar's hand now, and he has the land too, so he would have been able to enslave this turn.
Yeah, that'd be significant.
He's got a Triumph of the Hordes, I think, as well in his hand.
Yeah, he has 2 of those in his deck.
It's one of those cards I don't think you want to have 2 of. It's really it's not a bad card by any stretch of the imagination, but
Sensor Splicer.
Yeah, this is still troublesome.
LSV with more white, and I'll see what LSV does here.
So the thing is, if he equips the Time Strike, puts him to 9.
Well, here LSV could tap let's see what I was thinking. LSV could tap a guy and use his Apostle's Blessing for pro white and attack with his other guy too.
Does he have Apostle's Blessing in hand?
I thought I saw that.
I didn't see it.
We'll take a peek when he.
So now the Enslave's likely to have to go onto the Time Strike, just because he's at 8 poison, and he really has to deal with it, unless he has something else to do with a flyer. LSV, if LSV did have a, I mean, you leave yourself open to some things like gut shot. I don't know if he really was worried about that, but maybe it's possible that Edgar's thinking of like overrunning him with Triumph of the Hordes. So let's see what happens there. So that's like 2-1, 4-3, 2-1, 2-1. Oh, and I don't think it's good enough. I think he needs to enslave. He needs to enslave the Time Strike.
Yeah.
The thing is that is if LSV doesn't actually, kill him this turn.
Triumph of the Hordes.
Let's see, taps the
Yeah,
golem.
he could be in trouble with by the Triumph of the Hordes.
So what is that? A rustic relic?
It's a rustic.
Oh yeah, rustic. Yeah, that's what I thought may have been blessed.
Yeah. So. Yeah, I think. I mean, Edgar has to block here. Now the Triumph is basically not going to be close to lethal.
Then LSV will put rustic and play one of his forests.
So
Or play a forest.
So LSV's still in good shape here, but let's find out exactly kind of.
Does enslave do the damage, or does the creature do the damage?
Enslaved does
does
Okay,
damage.
so no poison.
No poison from the. That would be sweet though.
Yeah, it would.
I'm sure if they actually didn't reprint it and they were just like making a new card, they may make the creature do it. Though actually it's hard to have the owner. The wording's kind of awkward.
Sentry gets tapped.
Yep. So without another, again, I mean, there's another reason why Triumph is just a little bit clunky because it's in green, and green's obviously half infect. So if you're playing infect, you don't really want Triumph in your deck. But if you're playing dinosaurs, Triumph's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Well, Edgar's about half infect, so it's not
it's
overwhelming. So
it's but I feel it's kind of like a tainted strike of some sort. So
yeah.
now, so LSV could just go for it. Oh, hold on. Second green.
What you guys don't see is that's a Viridian Corruptor.
Yep, I was bringing
just played targeting the Golem token.
Brought it in there. It's tapping that. Now, is he just going to go for it here? No. Yes, he's just going to go for it. I think that.
Tap your guy and swing in. What do you got?
Edgar has a Divine Offering in his hand, but it's not going to be enough.
Oh no, he can Divine Offering the. How many counters on the?
There's
one counter on the.
They're
Solar
both at minimum two
Okay.
infect damage.
So Luis got Vargas, wins the second game.
This is how the Bubble Master should be, right?
Yeah. And
Go to game 3. Luis fought that one because he only had white land there.
Yeah.
And it's going to be a nice game 3 to see how these players change their decks, and
I have to put
all
my
the marbles are on the line
Yeah,
now.
I have to put my money on LSV here. I mean, obviously LSV is one of the best players playing right now, and probably for a long time. But also, I think he has the cards that are like really good in this matchup. His like multiple tappers. He has like Viridian Claw. Whereas I feel things like Triumph the Hordes. It's not really, and like Sensor Splicers. They're not really that great in this matchup.
Edgar also has like a Chancellor of the Tangle, which I mean is basically just a big dude when you're playing it. Unless you have in your opening hand, and even then he's a big dude. Just made you a little dude, or made you some mana. So.
Yeah, it does mean he can go turn 1 Blight Mamba if he really wants to. Get a little aggro with the snakes.
Have you ever played with that guy, Green Chancellor, before, and actually you got?
I've played a few times actually. I kind of like that guy. I think all the Chancellors are pretty good, except for the blue one is. I don't think it's great.
Every time I play the blue one, I'm too good with the blue one. I'm always milling the best cards. I'm like, yep, and your best cards.
I think
easy game.
It's just like it's such an awkward ability because firstly you would like have it in your opening hand. If you draw it later, its ability is not that particularly exciting.
Yeah.
Whereas each of the other ones, I think, have a pretty significant impact. I mean, the red one's kind of weak, but then I actually think the red come into play ability is pretty real.
Have you played the white one? Your opponent just totally forgets.
I mean, I've never had them totally forget, but
Oh, because you play on Magic Online too often. So would you like to paint one? But in real life, they just totally forget about it.
it's actually like fantastic. It makes your opponent it either stone rains your opponent for the first spell, or it like makes them play really awkwardly. I found you actually just should run most of your spells into it, like the first spell into it. But obviously that can't always happen because if you have certain like if it's one of your better spells, you have to kind of wait. So.
All right, here we go. Edgar Flores starts with a turn 1 gold mirror.
Oh, speaking of Chancellor,
Green Chancellor.
look at that. That's like a bird of paradise right there.
At least it wasn't a turn 1 infect.
He's getting in there with him.
Not so good. I think it would be much better if you cast a turn 3 thing there, a 3 costing thing. Viridian Emissary, more
He has
ramping.
three Viridian Emissaries in his deck.
Oh, this is kind of I wouldn't say slow start, but it's a fast start from Edgar.
At least his mirror is not accelerating.
Yeah, that's true. It's just a 1/1, which is not as exciting as if it was accelerating.
And what you can't really see on LSV site was Viridian Claw.
Yep. This is a Viridian Claw on his Plague Mirror, which basically, unless Edgar does something, will stop all the attacks.
Man, this Viridian Claw has been working hard this matchup.
Yeah. No, it's...
And it was working hard for LSV the first time we saw him on screen too.
Yeah.
You know, first strike with infect is just such a brutal combination.
I think First Strike is really good in this format, like overall. It doesn't even have to be an infect. I think it's pretty good in a lot of decks. The 1 equip cost really does allow it to be super flexible. You can kind of like have it, move it on offense and defense pretty easily without slowing yourself down too fast.
Oh, so he just takes it.
He just takes it. Like I think
Felt something fishy there.
I mean, it's got to take something to, like, yeah. Does Edgar have anything? Can you see anything in his hand?
I can't see what was in Edgar's hand, but
So this is a Shriek Raptor.
Shriek Raptor is going to be pretty nice with Edgar not having any flyers in play right now. LSV has 2 Piston Sledges in his deck.
Oh.
In hand. And in his deck,
he
does
has
have one.
he bought it in Soul Parry. Soul Parry is
That's a great card.
It's
in
really
matches.
good because a lot of times you kind of send your infect guys hoping that they will do some lasting damage even if they trade kind of down, but Soul Parry is like pretty devastating in the right situation.
I always think that card is underrated still.
I think it is probably. The problem is that there's actually, I don't know, I've just found it to be awkward a lot. I'm not sure exactly if I can put my finger on, though I've seen it be excellent.
Yeah.
It's like so maybe that's just
maybe it's because you like something like a Safe Passage where it's just way better than Soul Parry.
Sure. Yep.
So LSV is blocking here.
I think he just wants to force him to tap 2 mana. It's like, oh look, see that's
LSV made the reads like, yep,
Yeah.
you didn't want that. You did not want that to happen.
yeah, he definitely needed that mana. I mean, the fact that he left up his Goldmere means that it was very, very likely that he did not want the block.
Well, it wouldn't have mattered, right? Because regeneration and the guy he's blocking with has infect, so you get the -1/-1.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true. Sorry, yeah, my bad.
So-
My bad.
Notice all that wacky infect stuff. Little sub rules here, sub rules there.
He's LSV moving stuff. Nope, he's playing.
Pits Drillers. That is a Pits Driller is one of my favorite cards from the new set. Actually, it's kind of Apostle Blessing.
So is this Gold Mirror important?
It must it must be really important. I mean, he seems to really like. He's got an enslave or something. What are we looking at here?
I feel like he should have saved that.
One block.
Oh no, he's got the Chancellor of the Tangle, obviously. So he knows that he's he's basically betting on that Chancellor taking him home. So he like essentially stone raining his mirror.
So Edgar's at 2 poison. Luis is at 9 life.
That's 4 poison now.
Mom's 4 poison with this attack.
It's persistent soul eater, I think it is. Look at that burst striking. So he has enough mana for the Chancellor right now.
So the Chancellor's, what is his ability when it's in play?
So he's 7/6. His Vigilance, Trample, or maybe not Trample. I know he's Vigilance. Oh, look at that! A little bit of cheats from LSV putting his
right, draw with the spell bomb. I didn't see what it was, but it was a spell.
Yeah, he got a spell. Got another forest. So the soul parry is going to be at least good for 1 turn on that guy.
As he comes in.
Oh, LSV wanted to play a land beforehand.
So he's coming in right now.
Oh no, he's just showing. He just wanted to show the forest that he got. He's coming in. Shriek Raptor staying back.
Now this is an interesting situation that Edgar's in. He can just chump if he wants. But he's thinking, do I want to try to kill it with my Chancellor?
Yeah, I mean but even if he doesn't like kill it, like the chance is going to lose 4, like get -4/-4, which basically makes him very manageable. I think he's like 6/7. I think he is. So like he has 7
power.
7 power, so it becomes like a 3/2.
He has the most power of any of the Chancellors.
Oh, it puts them all in. This is going to make the Chancellor smaller.
Yeah, so he's just trying to bait him into...
No, I think like LSV realizes he doesn't really have like many good...
No, it was Edgar just trying to bait him into not putting the counters on the Chancellor then in that case.
Oh yeah, I think that's probably true.
Let's see what LSV does now.
Here, get some value.
Plays a Silver Mirror, plays a land, and is going to be able to equip? It's 1 to equip? Or
yeah, let me tell you, it's kind of fishy that it's not equipping.
Yeah.
So Edgar might get a read here.
We saw that a few times on day 1. Folks, not moving equipment over when they could, and it really sends a pretty obvious sign. Well, why didn't you equip that? You've got to have something.
I like this. It's a little more hidden because the Plague Mirror is the extra mana.
That's true. That's true. But still, hey, I mean, he didn't equip with his planes either.
Yeah.
So,
so you look at what can he have with 1 white?
I mean, he has Pith Driller, and the guy's 3/2, so you can't really attack with the Chancellor either. I think. It blocks with Pith Driller, and then Edgar kind of realizes, oh well, does he have a spell? Is Chancellor just going down?
So the blocks that LSV did was Pith Driller, and that's it.
It's just Pith Driller.
All right.
What's the spell here? Is he Untamed Mind?
Phyrexian Hydra is in Edgar's hand.
He picked up that for sure.
Oh, he's just playing.
All right, 7/7, but it takes its damage in as -1/-1 counters.
It basically has kind of reverse infect. Damage dealt to it is infect.
I don't find that card overly impressive for that fact.
Yeah, I mean, it hits hard. It hits hard for what it is, but you have to kind of set it up. I think it's really good in decks with a lot of tappers. But in general, you're right. It's like you just wear that guy down.
After round 7 are up. Standings for round 7 are up on the first pillar.
Yeah, actually, the Chancellor is 6/7. That's what that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
LSV would love to have a flyer here, wouldn't he?
Oh, remember the Fallen getting back his Soul Eater and his Spell Bomb.
Oh, wow.
So LSV's not trying to get in here with the
Raptor. I wonder what he's seeing back on the Raptor. I mean,
the Chancellor doesn't have reach or anything, does it?
Oh, it might have reach. Let's have a look. Does that thing have reach? Okay, probably.
Chancellor of the what?
Tangle, I think.
Yes, Chancellor of the Tangle. Edgar Flores plays a Swamp. And and looks like he's going to get in there with the Phyrexian Hydra.
I think it's just going to kill the Phyrexian Hydra.
Yeah, it does have vigilance and reach.
Okay, so you can attack with the. It's 2/3, so you could actually equip and then kind of.
All right.
Oh, it's just a chump to make him smaller. I think LSV's hoping for a better spot for his.
Edgar consistently using a lot of
Soul
mana on this turn.
Oh, Septic Rats.
Leaving
Yes.
Edgar
He
empty-handed.
has 2 copies of Septic Rats.
Does is LSV poisoned at all?
No, he's not, but LSV just drew Piston Sledge. The cards that are off screen for you guys is the Viridian Emissary and
Chancellor of the
Chancellor of the
Tangle,
Tangle with 4 counters on it.
and you'll half see the Phyrexian Rager.
At the end of this round, if you believe you have made the top 8,
Did you draw the Piston Sledge?
He did draw Piston Sledge off the Spellbound.
Oh,
again,
that is going to make it really, really tough for. And he has 1 flyer.
There's one creature able to block a flyer.
The LSV is at 7, so it's not like.
He has to be careful still.
He's-
And Edgar still has a win with
A triumph.
Triumph.
Yeah, this might be eat my own words with the triumph here.
There you go. Now you guys can see everything going on. Yeah. The card under the Grand Prix Kansas City logo, that is the Pith Driller.
Yep. Tine Strike.
Another flyer.
I think he just puts the first strike on the Tine Strike, maybe. Yep. Actually, even with the Triumph, I mean, he has a Soul Parry, so that's going to make a big deal.
Yeah.
You can parry the right things. But Edgar's playing empty-handed until this turn. He just drew a card. Put it down pretty quickly, so it's possible that it's just a land. How many poison again? I can't.
4 poison.
4 poison on Edgar's side. It's almost time for LSV to start like closing this game out.
Can't give Edgar too much time,
Yeah.
even with Soul Parry
Just a
protection.
huge board state there.
Welcome to the 8th and final round of Swiss. Again, if you make that top 8 or feel like you are going to, please make sure to have your decks sorted.
Yes.
That being said, there are 50 minutes on the clock.
It's the Hydra.
Again.
St. Hydra.
It's. I think that.
LSV could be even willing to take it if it wanted.
Yeah, I guess it's 5. I mean, it's. Oh, yep, it takes 5 poison. So I guess that's kind of dangerous if you know there's a Triumph in his opponent's deck. I mean, I don't know if he does know that.
Alright,
I
Iron
don't
Man
think
Mirror?
LSV's seen the Triumph yet.
Okay.
Edgar, I don't think played it in either game here, so.
I mean, would he like if with 2 Triumphs did 1 table on that? Is it possible? Is it possible that he saw that in the draft?
Yeah, so let's see.
So I think he's ready for Piston Sledge. He's trying to work out the kind of.
Piston Sledge, where are we going?
Yeah. Those were in pack 2, so those passed through LSV.
Okay,
They
so
were
it's-
like the 4th or 5th picks.
so now, ooh, this is. He's got Mirror Metal for the win.
Alright.
That's it. There's a.
LSV's thinking this could be for the win.
I mean, Edgar has no cards in hand, so like it's done. Okay, LSV
Congratulations,
wins.
though. LSV, he should be top 8. He is a pretty good breaker, so this should be for the top 8.
Wow.
Congratulations to Luis Vargas. After our top 8 approach.